Ich nehme einfach die Feder mit KT und Crit-Schaden und LP. Macht am meisten Sinn, schätze ich. Dann kann ich die anderen da einfach reintun. Das passt schon. So, bitte. Bitte Crit-Schaden. Bitte KT. Bitte Verteidigung. Nur bitte kein LP. Danke. Oh. Oh! Ist genau das Richtige gekommen. Ist einmal kritischer Treffer erhöht, einmal Verteidigung erhöht, einmal Crit-Schaden erhöht. Boah, Crit-Schaden 19%! Boah, ich bin happy. Das war ein guter Roll. Und der letzte, Stufe 20. Verteidigung. Okay, okay, damit kann ich leben. So richtig gutes Ding geworden. Yeah! Es hat sich gelohnt, zu schmelzen. Ich habe einfach auf gut Glück gerollt. Jetzt kann ich es noch ein bisschen ergänzen später. Das finde ich ganz nett. Sieht cute aus. Ich mache ja so Topfpflanzen hin und so. Ich brauche einen neuen Teleporter. Jassis Hüttenzauber. Oh! Oh, warte. Ich glaube, ein Charakter... Ich weiß, dass Charakter ein Geschenke geben können. Aus irgendeinem Grund. Ich weiß aber nicht, wie man das triggert, aber ich glaube, einer will mir jetzt was schenken. Ich weiß, ich muss nur rausfinden, wer.
Going to bed at this hour? If so, there is no harm in telling me. If not, then I'll... If there's nothing else...
Ich finde mein Haus echt hübsch geworden, muss ich sagen. Am Anfang war das echt so nur richtig langweilig. Hä? Warum ist Sayu da hinten? Der NPC hat den Platz gewechselt. Ich habe mich gedacht, das wäre nur ein Fehler, eine Anzeige. Hier mal gucken. Was passiert hier gerade? Lauf, Sarah, lauf. Wir gehen zu Sayu, ist das. Sayu, meine Kleine, mein Baby. Mein Sonic-Baby. Hä? Das ist ja krass. Die machen sich selbstständig.
The terrain in this village is pretty complex. I definitely wouldn't get found if I took a nap here. The buildings are just the right height, too. I should be able to practice my escape techniques. This place is so great.
Oh. Oh. Ich habe eine neue Erfahrung gemacht. Okay, hier kann ich einladen. Dieses Set wird von folgenden Kameraden bevorzugt. Ah. Also mit Sets kann man mit Sachen triggern mit den NPCs. Das wusste ich gar nicht. Ich habe so selten Sets gebaut. Ich habe fast alles selbst gebaut. Krass, das ist sehr schön. Das gefällt mir. Aber das ist auch ein süßes Dörflein. Ich werde das noch ein bisschen schön umzäunen und so. Und mein kleiner Hündchen, mein Ninja-Hund, fühlt sich auch hier wohl. Starrt gerade die Wand an.
Hi, Catherine. It's us. Was there something we could help with?
Yes. I'm afraid that I have another task that requires your assistance. The Adventurers Guild has recently received a commission directly from the Tenryou Commission. The assignment is both urgent and dangerous. After assessing the assignment, the Guild has concluded that seasoned adventurers are required. Naturally, you came to mind.
Just another day on the job for us!
Allow me to explain. The Tenryou Commission recently issued an arrest warrant for a young Oni by the name of Arataki Itto.
An Oni? You mean those big, tough-looking guys with horns on their heads?
That's correct. This particular Oni is quite vocal and audacious, so he already has quite the reputation on the streets. That said, he has never been caught up in major trouble of any kind. So it came as a surprise to learn that he has recently been accused of stealing things, and sometimes even whisking away the people themselves. But it doesn't end there. When the Tenryou Commission dispatched a Doshin to apprehend him, he assaulted the Doshin before making a getaway with his accomplices.
So let Paimon guess. It's up to us to bring this Oni in. No problemo! This does sound like a job for the Traveler. He'll be back with that Oni in no time.
I have complete confidence you will succeed. However, please exercise caution. This Oni also happens to hold a vision, and is the leader of an organization known as the Arataki Gang.
On second thought, Paimon will leave the fighting to you. The last place Paimon wants to be is in a gang fight.
We are still investigating Arataki Itto's potential motives behind these incidents, as well as his current whereabouts. But please ask around in the streets as well. There will likely be others more familiar with Itto's circumstances than I am, who can provide you with useful information. Thank you. I will await your return. Ad Astra Abyssosque.
Well, let's start asking around on the streets. Hopefully we'll learn a little more about this Arataki Itto guy and figure out where he might have run off to.
The Guild does not routinely have dealings with the Tenryou Commission. Thank you once again.
Hallo zusammen, wir spielen heute Taurus Iracundus, Start von Arataki Ittos Legendenauftrag. Und ich habe die von Versehen schon ausgelöst. Catherine erzählte dir, dass ein Oni namens Arataki Itto nach seinen Missetaten auf der Flucht ist. Du fragst in der Stadt herum, wo er sich wohl versteckt hat. Hallo, Usugi.
Arataki Itto. Of course I know
Itto.
him. We've been trying to apprehend him recently. We know he's already left Inazuma City, but with no clues to follow, we have no choice but to commission others for help, including the Adventurers Guild.
Ja, das klingt aber ein bisschen abfällig, so wie es sagt. Moment, ich mach mal gerade hier Licht draußen an.
Catherine says that Arataki Itto hasn't done anything seriously bad before, so it seems pretty strange. Paimon's curious. Is there any evidence of all this stuff he's accused of?
Yes, of course. Otherwise, we'd never have put so many people on the case. For starters, most thieves will try to devise a way to conceal their identity, but for an Oni, the horns are a dead giveaway. I mean, the whole city could have recognized it was him.
Woher weißt du, dass es nicht ein anderer
At
Oni war?
first, he was just one of our suspects, but when we went to investigate, he personally confessed to everything and started trying to provoke the officers. What's most frustrating is that he then managed to escape along with his entire gang. He must have been planning the whole thing right from the start.
Was hat er denn gemacht?
Of course he did. Whether material or psychological, there is plenty of evidence either way. He's never had a Mora to his name his entire life, and he's never kept down a real job. Word is that he also takes care of someone in his gang, and that the burden of it takes quite the toll on him. After scrounging for a living all these years, maybe he thought that being the bad guy would be an easier ride.
Das klingt aber nicht so danach, weil vielleicht will er einfach nur provozieren. Jedenfalls, es gibt ja einen Ninja angeblich in seiner Bande. Und die würde ich gerne mal kennenlernen, ob das ein spielbarer Charakter ist. Weil die
As
wird
for
öfters
his
mal erwähnt.
psychological motives, it's a bit embarrassing to talk about, but we confiscated his vision during the Vision Hunt Decree. At the time, Arataki Itto put up quite a fight. It took a huge amount of manpower and resources, and in the end we had to enlist the help of Kujo Sara to finally secure his vision. The Vision Hunt was a mistake, but we never expected that he would go to such extreme lengths to take revenge on us.
He does sound a little unstable, just like people have been saying.
If the two of you are able to capture Arataki Itto, please bring him straight here. We'll handle him from there.
Nö, ich werde ihn fragen, was passiert
Thanks
ist.
for all the info.
Das war ja sehr einseitig. Seine Zeugenaussage. Ich möchte gerne ein paar objektivere Meinungen hören.
Arataki Itto?
Itto?
Yeah, I heard about that whole thing. I'm sure it must have been a mix-up on the Tenryou Commission's end. He could never do anything so dastardly.
Huh? How can you be so sure?
No, perhaps you misunderstand me. When I said he could never do anything dastardly, I meant he literally doesn't have what it takes.
Denkst du, er ist nicht schlau genug?
Maybe a story will explain it better. So, he used to spend a lot of time playing rock, paper, scissors and hide and seek with the kids on the streets. Kids, being kids, aren't exactly the most difficult to outsmart. I'm sure you can see what I'm getting at here. He used to lose all the time, sometimes catastrophically.
On purpose, though, right?
No, not at all. The one time I saw him win, he started jumping around and yelling, "I won! I finally
Travelers
won!
Gesicht.
I'm unbeatable!"
Oh, mein
and
Ohr.
so on. Then he took the kid's candy as his prize and ate it right there in front of him.
Ugh, that's just plain wrong.
He did take it way too far that time. The poor kid started crying, so I stepped in and gave Itto a scolding. He was pretty quick to admit that he was fully in the wrong, and it wasn't long before the kid had stopped crying and was laughing and playing again as if nothing had ever happened. In fact, the children quite like playing with him because he's always serious about the stakes and never throws a game on purpose. So, I suppose what I'm trying to say is a guy who can't even beat kids at a children's game really gonna...
Huh. He doesn't sound like a bad guy at all. In fact, he kind of sounds like a man of integrity.
Integrity!
Yes, my thoughts
Paimons
exactly.
Stimme.
Still, the Tenryou Commission's evidence against him is supposed to be irrefutable. So, I'm not trying to condone his actions or anything. If he really has messed up big time, then he should face the consequences just like anyone else.
Thanks for the info. We'll keep asking around.
Also sie meint, sie denkt nicht, dass er in der Lage ist, etwas Kriminelles zu tun. Von dem, wie sie ihn sonst so kennt. Hallo. Ich habe gehört, dass er kürzlich ein Verbrechen begangen hat.
Yeah, I've heard of the guy. Word is he did something monumentally stupid, then ran off before they could catch him.
Monumentally?
And to be completely honest, I was a little surprised when I first heard it. Okay, well, I mean, not that surprised.
Wait, you mean he already had a bad reputation?
No, not exactly.
Er ist sehr anmaßend.
He's just very overbearing in everything he does. Big and brash and always making a ruckus. So, on the one hand, he's a larger-than-life kind of guy. But on the other hand, he's emotionally volatile. When he's in a good mood, he's as high as a kite. But when he gets upset, he gets completely enraged. I don't personally see him as a bad guy, but I guess I wouldn't put it past him to get all riled up and lose control.
Was macht er normalerweise?
You know, I'm afraid that I'm not too sure myself. I keep a pretty good eye on what's happening in the city, and as far as I can tell, he just idles the days away. When someone asks for it, he's willing to lend a helping hand, but other than that, he's just out making a scene with the kids on the street or his gang. If I had to guess, his lack of income finally drove him to do something more drastic to make ends meet.
Is it just Paimon, or is this Itto fellow starting to sound pretty weird?
I'm afraid that I don't have much else to tell you. He tends to spend his time with people a little more lively than myself. Perhaps you could try asking around some more.
Okay, thanks.
Ich werde mal ein bisschen...
Too bad we still don't know where he could have run off to. We already got word on the street, so maybe it's time to talk to a real
Specialist. Reden wir mit dem Ninja? Mit dem Detektiven? Ja, Sango. Habe ich mir schon gedacht.
Paimon remembers that there's a detective agency here in Inazuma. Maybe we can try asking there.
Okay, Paimon, das werden wir gleich tun. Ich möchte gerne die Sakura blühen. Wir steigen vom Himmel herab.
Hello, we'd like to ask some questions about Arataki Itto.
Oh, him again. Sure. I have answers. We've already done some investigating for the Tenryou Commission. But first, do you have enough Moro to cover the fee?
Sango, komm
I've
schon.
heard all about your travels. After everything you've been through, I'm sure you understand the way these sorts of things work.
How much more are we talking about here?
A one-off payment of 397,000 Mora, up front. Plus a further 5% of your Adventurers Guild remuneration as my commission, if Arataki Itto is successfully caught and brought to justice.
Nein.
Whoa! That's crazy expensive! How did you even come up with the price that high?
Hold on. I wasn't finished. It just so happens the initial fee has already been paid in full by the Tenryou Commission. And, as for that amount, I'll settle things with the Adventurers Guild once we have Itto. So, from the way I see it, you guys are getting a pretty nice deal. Now then, to give you the full picture in this case, we must first recount a well-known Inazuman fairy tale.
Gerne, dafür zahle ich dann auch. Cutscene! Let's go!
A long, long time ago, in a village lost to time, there lived a crimson Oni
Wow.
and a blue Oni. They were the best of friends. The crimson Oni looked fierce, but was gentle like the humans. The blue Oni looked human, but was reclusive, like an Oni.
Die Geschichte gibt's wirklich in Japan, aber das ist ein bisschen
The
anders.
crimson Oni wished to befriend the humans, but they were scared and threw beans at him whenever he came near.
Oh.
So the blue Oni said to the crimson Oni,
Akka, I'll cause trouble in the village. You come and stop me. Then the humans will accept you.
as planned, the crimson Oni chased the blue Oni away. The crimson Oni's deeds spread throughout the land, and people finally accepted him.
Was ist denn mit dem Blauen?
But when the crimson Oni went to tell the blue Oni the good news, he was gone and left only a letter behind.
I went traveling. Don't come find me or they'll treat you as a naughty little Oni. But don't worry about me. No matter where I go, we'll always be friends.
Ich frag mich, wer die gevoiced hat.
That's it? What about the little blue Oni? What happened to him?
I suppose the blue Oni simply disappeared, never to be seen again. Only the crimson Oni remain now.
Interessant, das soll ich jetzt nicht kommen sehen.
But the blue
Oh, Paimon.
Oni's a little kid.
Cat. Was hat diese Geschichte mit der aktuellen Situation zu tun? Naja, der rote Oni
Of
ist...
course it does. Otherwise, I wouldn't go through all the trouble of telling it. One interpretation is that the story is actually broadly based on historical events and that Arataki Itto is, in fact, a descendant of the Crimson Oni. What I'm trying to tell you is that the Oni have sacrificed a lot in the past in order to finally integrate themselves into
Immer
human
diese Katze.
society. But there are still some volatile personality traits in the Oni bloodline. Every generation of Oni inherits these traits. So while Arataki Itto has never been known to commit a wrongful act in the past, can we ever completely rule out the possibility of him one day allowing this side of him to take over?
But how could he do that? After the blue Oni's sacrifice? That would be such a betrayal.
That's a very old story. Nobody knows how long it's been since the blue Oni disappeared. We can only assume that they have long since died out, in which case, it would
das
be
ist nur
quite
eine
a
Annahme.
stretch to say it still counts as a betrayal at this point.
Das ist voll gemein, wenn man sagt, okay, wenn es uns passt, können wir diese Geschichte nehmen als Basis, mit der wir arbeiten. Als Hinweis, wie Arataki Itto sich verhält. Aber bei den anderen Dingen, das ist schon lange her. Das zählt nicht. So, hä?
Besides, the suspect has already confessed. What is there left to discuss? According to my investigation, he was headed southwest.
I would bet he's already made it to Yashiori Island by now. The Tenryou Commission is unable to enter territory controlled by Sangonomiya troops. No doubt that's the reason Arataki Itto chose to flee in that direction.
Alles klar.
Don't mention it. I'm just doing my duty.
Wait, Paimon still has a question. If Arataki Itto has given into his bad side, won't that mean he's extra mean and violent now?
I could only assume so. Judging from his previous bouts, he is a skilled fighter with a lot of brute strength. Whether or not you'll be able to handle him, that I do not know.
Okay, but what's up with people throwing beans at Oni? What use is that?
Ah, yes. Now that you mention it, I seem to recall that Arataki Itto is allergic to beans. In fact, all Oni will avoid beans, but especially Itto. I heard that just touching a bean is enough to incapacitate him.
Oh, das ist ja einfach.
If you could weaken him a bit by triggering his allergies, perhaps you'd have better luck subduing him.
Das ist ein bisschen unfair.
It's fine. He's the bad guy, remember?
It just so happens that I have a bag of beans right here. I was planning to use them to make some porridge, but I think you will find a better use for them. Of course, I will charge the Adventurers Guild a fair and reasonable rate for the beans.
Okay, Sango, mach mal da weiter.
Sneaky. But also, thanks! Let's head to Yashiori Island and start looking for Itto.
Na Gott sei Dank, dann können wir ihn endlich fragen, was die Story überhaupt, was da vor sich geht, weil das scheint ein bisschen komplizierter zu sein. Das ist alles super einseitig, aber wir kennen ihn ja noch nicht. Ich weiß nicht genau, ich habe jetzt keine hohen Erwartungen an die Story, ich habe eigentlich keine Erwartungen. Deswegen kann es sein, dass sie mich auch ein bisschen überraschen wird. Ich bin mir nicht ganz sicher, wohin mich die Reise führt. Ich habe jetzt auf dem Plot, weil der noch so einfach gestrickt ist, noch keine Vibes. Aber er hat ja absichtlich gesagt, er war es, vielleicht um jemand anderes zu decken. Und dass die Geschichte von dem blauen und roten Oni erzählt wird, ist ja nicht einfach so, sondern vielleicht taucht der blaue doch auf. Das wäre ganz cool.
According to Detective Sango, Itto should be... Look, footprints! Let's see where they lead.
Wo? Ah. Hi.
There's a camp here, but nothing stands out as particularly noteworthy.
Nee, gibt nur
Let's keep
Weizen.
moving forward. There are more footprints here. He should be just up ahead.
Hallo, ist hier jemand? Nein. Cutscene.
Wait, could that be him? Is that Arataki Itto? He doesn't
The
seem
one
to
and
be
only.
looking this way. Perfect. Let's try the beans Detective Sango gave us.
Das ist ganz schön hinterhältig.
It'll save a lot of hassle if we can avoid a fight.
Eine Schleichmission. Nein! Ich bin darin nicht gut. Hast nix gesehen, Itto. Oh, oh. Oh. Das ist so unrealistisch, das würde nie passieren. Dass er das nicht bemerkt. Okay, machen wir einfach. Er ist so verwirrt. Nein, du hast mich nicht gesehen. Nein!
Hey, who's sneaking around over there? Come on, show yourself.
Ich weiß.
We've been
Ich bin so schlecht in Schleichmissionen. Assassin's Creed ist kacke. Nein, 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 du hast mich nicht gesehen. Ich bin hinter dem Baumstumpf. Lauf weiter. Genau, genau. Hier ist gar nichts. Absolut gar nichts. Bam.
Beans, no!
Bin so verwirrt.
Are you okay? What should we do? Paimon didn't think he'd react this badly.
Don't be alarmed. It's just my my allergies acting up. I've got it under control.
Seine Stimme ist ja richtig fun.
It's all right. I got this. I just gotta tough it out. I can take it. I can take it.
Das hört sich nicht so an.
Who am I kidding? I gotta catch my breath here. Whatever it is you want, it's gonna have to wait. I need a moment.
Drama Queen. Hey, schön dich kennenzulernen.
Need a moment. Hey, why'd you have to be so mean, huh? Surprise attacking me like that.
Reg dich ab, sonst können wir die Bohnen noch einmal einsetzen. Paimon schaut echt böse.
Hey, whoa. Take
Whoa,
it
whoa,
easy.
whoa,
Just
whoa.
stop with the beans, okay? So you're here to bring me in. How in the world did you find me all the way out here anyway?
Du bist nicht gerade unauffällig.
Well, whatever. If you think I'm going back with you, you can forget it. I'd walk away if I were you. I pack a mean punch, you know. I don't want to hurt any regular folks like you.
Der Traveler denkt so, ah, really? Und Paimon denkt, ah, really?
That's pretty big talk considering all the beans we have.
Hast du diese Raubüberfälle und Entführung durchgeführt?
Yep, that's right. Me. All by
Er
myself.
lügt.
Nobody else.
Er sagt sogar nobody else. Das klingt so...
As boss of the Arataki gang, I gotta nab a little food and drink when we're running low. That's only natural, right?
Mhm. Ist nicht sehr überzeugend.
Yeah, but nabbing people? That's taking it a bit far, don't you think?
Not when their families will pay good mora to see them again. Easy pickings. And the extra mora means I can, give some to my gang to spend on themselves.
Fragwürdige Antwort.
Hey, what's with all the questions? Like I said, I'm not going back with you, so stop wasting everybody's time.
No way, mister! We've accepted a commission to bring you back!
What did you say, little one? Go on. Say it to my face.
Well, mostly he took a commission to bring you back.
Paimon.
Looks like you aren't gonna let this drop. In that case...
Uncle Itto! Don't run now. Careful or you'll fall.
Natürlich kleine Kinder und Omas wieder.
What's taking you so long? You said we were gonna have a beetle fight today.
Yeah, that's right. Still going ahead. But you see, I've been out here for ages, and I still can't find a beetle that I like. So, just give Uncle Itto a little more time, okay?
Huh? Who are they? Are they your friends?
Nein.
Yeah, that's right. I told them not to come, but what can I say? They were just too worried about me. It's because of a little thing called, prestige. Yeah, because of all the prestige Uncle Itto has.
Huh? What are you talking about?
Come on, just play along. Leave the kid out of this.
Uncle Itto, you don't look so good. You look like you're about to fall over.
That's because Uncle Itto bumped his noggin on a
Was?
tree
Wie viele
branch
Lügen
while
sagt
looking for
er
a beetle.
am Tag?
Uh-oh. It's all good though. These horns are rock solid.
Okay, if you say so. Granny and I will keep heading back now. Don't be too long.
Yep, I'll be right there. Hope you're ready to lose today.
Who were those people?
The old lady was Granny Oni. She's the one who took me in and raised me. And the kid's name is Daisuke. I took him in just a while back. They're both like family to me. They escaped with me out this way, along with my boys from the Arataki gang. If I didn't bring them with me, the Tenryou Commission would be knocking on their doors for sure.
Wir wussten nicht, dass du fürsorglich bist.
But if you care about them so much, then you shouldn't have done all that stuff that made them worry about you in the first place.
Wow. Schlechteste. Was für ein...
Listen, how about we make a deal? You two let me go wrap things up with Daisuke, and once we're done battling beetles, the two of us will settle things with a duel. If you win, I'll come quietly. You can take me back to Inazuma City, and you won't hear a peep out of me. Why? I'll just tell little Daisuke that my friends and I need to step outside for a moment. That way you won't worry. Cool?
What should we do?
Du entkommst nicht. Der lügt und macht sich
I like your style. All right, but first things first. I need to find an Oni Kabuto to battle with. I've been looking here for ages and haven't found myself a winner yet, so it's time to try somewhere else. Come with me. Saves you worrying that I might skedaddle.
Genau das habe ich eigentlich gedacht. Das abhaut.
By the way, Paimon's curious. What kind of game is beetle fighting?
You guys have seen Oni Kabuto out in the wild, right? Even though they might look menacing on the outside, they're big softies on the inside. Most of the time, they're just sitting there doing nothing.
Ach,
Let me tell ya,
das ist ein
once the
schönes
Oni
Bild, muss ich
Kabuto
sagen.
start fighting, they won't let anything get in their way. The grand game of beetle fighting is a match where your beetle tries to flip the other beetle onto its back.
Ich habe da auch mal zugeschaut, als ich klein war. Interessant.
Hey, it's not just some kid's game, okay? There's way more to it than that. I have taken part in more beetle fights than you would believe. At least 800. I may have even crossed the 1,000 mark by this point. Anyway, after a while, you can tell a beetle's fighting potential just by looking at its shape, size, and the patterns on its body. But it's not just about all the physical stuff. Oh no, your Oni Kabuto's got to be in the right headspace as well. If it's not up for a fight or doesn't have the guts, well, then it's game over. Boy, are you two lucky you ran into me. When it comes to beetles, I'm the expert that the experts go to.
Selbst der Himmel ist unglücklich über dem, was du sagst.
But we're not the ones that will be playing. We're just here to keep an eye on you.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, anyway, not a problem. You two might think I'm just tooting my own horns here, but just you wait.
Tooten my own
I'll make you a beetle expert in no time.
Alles
And
klar.
by the way, that kid has one tough beetle. We can't underestimate it. You have to find a real lean, mean beetle warrior.
Ja.
Okay, so he's not the sharpest horn on the Oni.
Okay, let me see. Ah, there. Let's head to that hill. I'll bet my bottom Mora we're gonna find some major league Oni Kabuto hiding out there.
Warum hat es gerade angefangen zu regnen?
Uh-oh, lightning storm.
Ah, just our luck. Well, hopefully that'll scare all the wimpy beetles away. Oh, darn it, they're all gone.
Also war das wirklich
Let's hop down
geplant.
from here and take a look. My guts. Look, you see all those purple things? It's a whole pile of Oni Kabuto.
Nein,
Huh?
Lavender Melon.
What the? Ah, no, not lavender melons. Ah, well, even a pro like myself can make a mistake from time to time. It's okay, just gotta roll with the punches. Let's try somewhere else.
Also gehört der Regen dazu. Ich dachte, das wäre nur Zufall. Na? Haben wir unseren Gewinner?
This is the one. This is the one. See? As long as you're in my company, you're guaranteed to find yourself an Oni Kabuto.
Sieht aber nicht aus wie die, die ich normalerweise
It's on
finde.
the smaller side, but size isn't everything in a beetle fight.
Okay.
Just let the expert explain, okay? What smaller
Okay.
beetles lack in strength, they make up for in agility. They usually got a whole
Agility.
bunch of sick moves just ready to whip out when the right moment comes.
Sick moves.
Listen, you can never see a beetle's true energy until it's in the ring.
Ey, labert einfach, ey. Krass.
It might look a bit young and docile, but that's got its advantages. Haven't you ever heard the saying, don't judge a book by its cover? Young beetles that have never fought before always go all out in their first fight. Older beetles that have already been through the wars tend to just cower in the corner the moment they see a strong opponent.
Okay, ich hatte aber mit größeren Käfern gerechnet.
Hey, didn't I say not to worry? Come on, just have a little faith, would ya? My experience is telling me that this Oni Kabuto was spawned to be a champion.
Wo ist Paimon?
Right here! Look what Paimon found!
Oh,
If I
Paimon.
gotta battle kill some beetles than Paimon wants in. It's not like we have anything else to do. When you hopped down, Paimon flew us somewhere else nearby and found this one. What do you think, Itto? It's big and strong and looks like a real fighter. It matches everything you
Gut
said
gemacht,
about a
Paimon.
good fighter,
Paimon
Beetle.
ist gut darin.
Bet the one you guys found must be bigger.
Oh, you got some experience catching beetles too, huh?
Nope. This is the first one Paimon's ever caught.
Well, looks like you got a real knack for this. You'll be a fellow beetle fighting expert in no time. I mean, not as good as me, but still.
Oh, so overall not that good then.
Anyway, great. With both your beetle and mine, I can tell this'll finally be the one.
Paimons
This time,
Beetle
I'm
sieht
gonna
aus
win
wie
for
eine
sure.
Kampfmaschine.
Well, you know, that's just life, man. There are so many people in this world who are talented, passionate, but it's no guarantee that things will go their way. So many unrelated things have to come together at once in just the right way to make victory happen. There's this word that really sums it up nicely, actually. It's coincidence.
Coincidence. Ey, der Typ, der macht so lustige Pausen in seinen Ausführungen.
As in pure luck? Huh. Guess it makes no difference whether we have Paimon's beetle or not then. Might as well just...
No.
Let's not do anything rash here. You know?
Hast du nicht gesagt, dass Blinde keine Angst vor Schlangen
I
haben?
think both of these fine beetles have a shot at winning. Let's just hang on to them and give them both a try. A true warrior never leaves a good beetle behind. Anyway, time to head back and get this show started. Man, I am psyched for this. Woo! Let's go!
Der ist so enthusiastisch, aber gleichzeitig irgendwie... Er labert einfach irgendwas. Und fragt mich jetzt... Er glaubt das, glaube ich, selber nicht, was er redet. Er redet einfach. Okay. Nein, lasst mich in Ruhe, Jungs. Ich habe keinen Bedarf. Ich habe einen Kampf, einen wichtigen Käferkampf vor mir. Ja, bin ja mal gespannt, wie das aussieht.
Finally, you're back. Can we start our beetle fight now?
Yes.
Yeah, sure thing, buddy. But you better watch out. I brought a real winner back this time.
Don't worry. I'm not scared of your beetle. Go,
Was ist
go,
ein Pokémon-Kampf?
Stripey Ghost.
Was ist ein
I've got
Pokémon-Kampf?
this fight in the bag. Let's go, Nimble Ninja.
Das ist Pokémon. Das ist ja lustig.
Huh? When did you come up with that name?
Come on, you can take him, little guy.
Die kämpfen wirklich. Das ist ja...
That's right. Finish it.
Das ist irgendwie brutal und gleichzeitig verwirrend.
Oh, no! My little Nimble Ninja!
Ha! Looks like I win again.
Dang it! Ugh, it's my 7th loss in a row.
Es scheint, dass Ogura Mio nicht gelogen hat.
Stripey Ghost is invincible. Even Uncle Itto can't beat him.
I won't forget this. I'll beat you next time, I swear!
Das ist ein
All right,
Pokémon-Kampf.
you're up. Time to give Crimson Cyclone a
Crimson
shot. Maybe
Cyclone.
it'll end this losing streak of mine.
Alright, go get him, Crimson Cyclone!
Paimon ist jetzt voll dabei.
Whoa! That one looks ultra strong. But it's still no match for you, Stripey.
Die Investments.
Alright, little guy, use your Super Paimon Tornado!
Wo gibt's denn sowas?
No, I can't believe it.
Also doch, je größer, desto
I
besser.
lost.
Yay! We won! Ha! Paimon knew Crimson Cyclone would be the best!
Boy, did that one put up a fight. Woo! It wiped the floor with Stripey Ghost. I know a real beetle trainer when I see one. Way to kick some beetle butt, partner.
See? Paimon's got real talent! Of course, Crimson Cyclone has to take some of the credit, too.
Wie wär's, wenn wir ihn Daisuke schenken?
Oh, right. Yeah, now that the beetle fighting's over and all.
Hmm?
This is for you, Daisuke.
Huh? For me? You're really giving it to me?
Go ahead, take it, Daisuke. When we finally get back to the city, you can show it off to all your friends.
But will we ever be able to go back?
Of course we will. Trust me. I never go back on my word.
Ich halte immer mein Wort. Immerhin.
Anyway, I got some things I gotta discuss with my friends here. Go play with Granny for a while, would ya?
Good. The kid doesn't suspect a thing.
You're from the Tenryou Commission, aren't you? I bet you're here to capture Uncle Itto.
Huh?
Hey, didn't I tell ya? They're my friends. In fact,
Die Oma weiß
they're
schon,
in the
was
gang.
Lava.
We're practically family.
That's not true. I already know everyone in your little gang, but I've never seen these two before. Uncle Itto didn't do anything wrong. Don't take him away. And not only did he not do anything wrong, he also saved my life.
Beruhige
He's
dich
not a
erst
bad guy.
einmal.
Hey, some things we don't tell to outsiders, remember? How should I explain? I'm a real lousy liar.
Haben wir auch bemerkt, aber du kannst auch einfach die Wahrheit sagen.
Itto, sometimes you need to just say what you have to say. Don't worry about us.
I guess. Thanks, Granny. Seems I can't hide it anymore. Come with me. I'll explain everything. I'll be honest with you. This thing the Tenryou Commission is investigating, with someone going around taking people and their possessions, it wasn't me. Any of it.
Ui, warum sagst du denn das Gegenteil?
I have my own reasons for lying about it, and I really didn't want to get innocent people caught up in this while I'm still trying to solve the real problem here. And the same as you. I just want to avoid conflict at all costs. But it's just not worth it if someone gets hurt.
So why in the world would you say that you were the culprit?
Ja,
Maybe you
jemanden zu
don't know because
beschützen,
you're
oder?
Outlanders, but it all started a long, long time ago with the story of the Crimson Oni and the Blue Oni.
Hold on a second. If you're talking about that fairy tale, we've heard that one already.
Oh, so you already know. Well, that makes things a whole lot easier.
So, is the story from the fairy tale really true?
Everything about the fate of the Oni is true. The Blue Oni chose exile, and the Crimson Oni stayed behind. But the other details aren't historically accurate. Fairy tales are nice stories, but there's something they leave out. It's a little thing called the cold, hard truth. The Inazuma of long ago was a dangerous place. If you wanted the Raiden Shogun's protection, you had to have a good relationship with the humans. The Oni are a proud kind, so it wasn't easy for them to ask others for acceptance. Over time, the Oni eventually split into two factions. The Crimson Oni were friendly with the humans, but the Blue Oni, they were more stubborn and insisted on keeping to their own.
Paimon thought you were two different species. So really, you're all one family?
Yep, that's right. There's no real difference between us. We just paint our horns different colors to show which side we belong to.
Mhm.
Because humans were still wary of Oni at the time. The Crimson Oni always hoped to find a way to live in peace with the humans, but the Blue Oni kept clashing with them. Humans didn't see a difference between Crimson and Blue Oni. All they knew was that Oni were hard to get along with. If things were to continue that way, the Oni were never gonna get along with humans. And so, the most revered leaders of the Crimson and Blue Oni decided to resolve it once and for all. Over drinks, they swore an oath. The Blue Oni would play the role of evil Oni to help the Crimson Oni integrate into human society. But the Blue Oni's leader gave two conditions.
Huh? What were they?
First, the Oni must abandon any prejudice they held against humanity. Every Oni was to accept humans in their heart before the humans accepted them. Oni were not to use their strength to mistreat humans, but were also not to stand for mistreatment against themselves. Second, the Crimson Oni were to integrate with human society, but not by trying to please the humans. The Oni were to embrace their own honest characters, their surging tempers, and their awesome strength to win respect from the humans. In other words, they were to carry on the Oni bloodline while also protecting our Oni pride. After choosing exile, the number of blue Oni began to dwindle, until eventually, they disappeared altogether. Since I first heard the story of the blue and crimson Oni as a kid, I've heard it countless times in my life. Not once did I ever imagine that the blue Oni clan had actually survived.
So you're saying the real culprit was a descendant of the blue Oni?
That's right. Most people don't pay attention to the color of an Oni's horns. They probably don't even know that blue Oni exist.
Ach so, er versucht dann das Image der Oni zu schützen, indem er zugibt, er ist es.
But nothing gets by the Arataki gang. At the scene of the crime, they saw an Oni with different color horns than mine. Still, it'd be strange if the culprit really was a descendant of the blue Oni. I can't bring myself to accept it. Exactly. They would give up their life before abandoning their pride. I've always respected the blue Oni for the sacrifice they made. And I know the aspirations my ancestors had for the future of all Oni. Our pride does not allow for any wrongdoing. You don't steal from other people. You don't harm other people, period. My guess is that the blue Oni was tricked or forced into it somehow. But I don't have any evidence.
Oh, Itto ist ganz schön naiv. Er will eigentlich nicht sehen, dass ein Oni das auch aus Böswilligkeit machen könnte.
That's right. If I didn't step in, the Tenryou Commission would have definitely caught them by now.
But what does Daisuke have to do with any of this? He said that you saved him so he knows your story, right?
He was the one I managed to save from the Ronin after I sent them running from the scene. He was off playing somewhere when they came by and ransacked his house. By the time he came back, his parents had been taken. The whole reason I'm in this is to help this kid find his mom and dad again.
Solltest nicht lügen.
I never wanted to tell you any of this. My original plan was to knock you both out and take my family to hide somewhere else. There's more to this than just one blue Oni. There's a dangerous group behind everything that's been going on. I didn't want to get anyone else caught up in this mess.
Ja, er wollte alles alleine regeln.
That's everything. The whole story. If you don't believe me and want to drag me back to Inazuma City, then I'm gonna fight you with all I've got.
Wir sind hier, um ein Problem zu lösen.
But if you're willing to believe me, then please, give me a little time. Once I find the blue Oni, I'll turn the both of us in.
Yep, Paimon too.
Die Guten sollten nicht für die Taten bestraft werden, die sie nicht begangen haben. Mann, klinge ich heute nach Moralapostel.
Just treat it like we're here to keep an eye on you.
So, you... all right. I knew you'd be reasonable. I knew it. I was thinking right from the start. These two fine folks, they're just out here in the pursuit of truth and justice, man. Yeah, we are gonna get along just great.
Oh mein Gott.
Well, I should tell you, though, things could get a little dangerous, so, be ready for anything. Don't say that I didn't warn you.
Don't worry about us. We're seasoned adventurers.
All right, then our first job is to investigate where this blue Oni is hiding out. There's a victim of his that saw him up close, currently taking refuge at Sangonomiya's camp. I figure we can start by talking to him.
Yeah, okay. Arataki Gang Assemble. Oh, wir können nur leveln. Vielleicht. Nicht wirklich viel. Sie kommt noch dahin. Besuche das Opfer.